So you're welcome to day 3. This is Dr. SEGUN King, and day 1 has been amazing. If you missed day 1, we talked about the journey, the 4 stages in network marketing, and how you journey through the 4 stages. We talked about stage 1 being you are dependent. You are like a baby just sucking breast, and you don't know much, you've not learned much, you are so dependent, you probably can't do anything on your own. And of course, we talked about stage 2, an independent person. You're an independent stage. You begin to learn some stuffs and do stuff by yourself. You're not sulking about what your upline is doing or not doing anymore at that point. Okay, yeah. In La La. Okay, all right. Yeah, I remember from South Africa. Don't worry, I'm going to get the privilege of speaking with you one-on-one very soon. I know that. Okay, so stage 3 is dependable, whereby you can literally take the burden of your team on your shoulder, and you can literally lead your team from the front. Your team can depend on you for anything and everything. And stage 4 is where you become interdependent. Like you can work across teams, countries, continents, regions, in different countries. Okay, all right. Then day 2 was yesterday. We talked about the 7 skills to going pro, and we talked about the first 4 skills. We talked about the skill of prospecting, we talked about the skill of inviting, we talked about the skill of presenting, and we talked about the skill of follow-up. All right, today we're going to talk about the remaining 3 skills, and we're going to close the masterclass. I believe these trainings have been a blessing to you, and it's good to hear them repeatedly, to watch them repeatedly. That is why it's recorded. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe, Dr. SEGUN King. It doesn't cost anything for you to subscribe, but you're going to get a lot. Over 40 videos there. All of them can be useful to you, your person, and your business. So subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you can always see. Like, I'm going to put day 3 up also. So some of your team members might not have to cry too much because they missed this, because you can always share the recording with them after you've subscribed and you've watched it, okay? So let us get into the spirit of day 3, okay? If you are ready, go to the comment section or the chat section and type in ready. Let's know those that are ready. Let's know those that are ready. Today, we're going to go in straight to the point. Today is more important than day 1 and day 2. It's actually more important than day 1 and day 2 combined, to be honest. I was going through the slides myself, and I was catching new remarks. I created this PDF slide. I created this training, but I was learning from my own training. So one of the best things that can happen to you as a teacher, trainer, presenter is that you learn more from your presentation. Okay, and in the process, you become more. All right, in the process, you become more. So let us get into today. So the 5th skill, we've talked about 4 yesterday. Okay, the 5th skill is the skill of closing. We call it the closing skill. The closing skill. These are the 7 skills you need to go pro, or to going pro, or to becoming a professional. Why do you want to become a professional? Because amateurs don't earn much. They earn little or nothing. Professionals are those that make sense and make most of the money. So don't get angry at people making money. Chances are they've made more skills and they've learned and developed more skills. So the only way to do is to embrace these skills, build these skills, develop these skills till it becomes second nature. When you started driving, I like to think your 2 hands was on the steering. You're always conscious of where your leg is, or where your hand is, or where your side mirror is. As you got better driving, you can probably even do those things involuntarily. Like you swerve into different lanes without thinking. You turn on your indicator without thinking. You do things without thinking. You press the brake without thinking. You don't need to look out for the brake before you press the brake. It becomes second nature. This is what these skills should become for you. It has become that for many of us, and it should become that for you. So the 5th skill is the skill of closing. All right. Remember, you can take screenshots. It's for your use, okay? Of course, you can screenshot with your phone, and you can always watch this on recording, because repetition is the secret of long-lasting, deep impression. I just told you that the video that I played before we started, I've watched it over 100 times. There was a time I watched it almost every day for a whole year. If you ask me to repeat everything in that video, I will probably be able to repeat 50% of it without even thinking, because it is in my subconscious already. That is what repetition does to you. All right. So what is closing skill? Closing skill is the ability to persuade. I put the word convince in brackets. I will come back to that word. I put it there on purpose. Okay. Closing skill is the ability to persuade a prospect to accept the offer you have made and persuade the prospect to make the payment. So it's seriously about collecting your money. There's a song in Nigeria. I'm sure it's on top of your head right now. Collect your money, wake up, collect your money. So if you have not collected your money, then we are just gisting. If you have not paid, then we are just having a conversation. Of course, conversation will lead to conversion, but somebody will rightly say, if you have not paid into my account, then we are not talking business yet. We are just gisting. And I understand what the person is saying. So closing skill is the ability to persuade somebody to accept the offer, not just to like the offer, not just to understand the offer, but accept it and make payment. It's all about shaking and collecting the money. Thanks for banking with us. Is it any bank that says that in your best interest? It's about collecting the money for the diamond package, collecting the money for the gold package, collecting the money for the silver package, or maybe the bronze or the starter package. A lot of people are afraid of asking for the money. They think asking for the money is begging. No, you are asking for the sale. You are asking, not demanding. You are asking for the sale. There are different ways to go about it, but let me show you something. There's a difference between convincing people and persuading people. Okay, if you can see my slide clearly, just type in 7 in the chat box. If you can see my slide clearly, I can see it beautifully well from here. If you can see it well from your end, just type in the word 7 very quickly. I need one person's feedback, just one person. You can see my slide real good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. So some will say, DSK, how do you guys convince people? I don't know how to convince people. How do you convince people? Okay, so for the World Creation Hub, which I happen to be one of the leaders, I made up a top 4 list, like we have in the Premier League, top four of those that are the most performing members. Okay, we don't celebrate mediocrity. We only encourage people to do better, and we celebrate those that are doing well. So I was putting up a list, and apparently I was on top of the top 4. It would be a disgrace if I'm not on top. It would be a disgrace. It's not a competition. The only way to lead is to lead by examples. See, managers tell people go. Leaders say follow. Let me do it so you watch. So it would have been offensive and destructive to my leadership skills if I was not number 1. So it was about the people that have sponsored the most people. I think I was on. There's no need to mention the number, but there was some good distance between the first and the second. Okay, so somebody called me and said, DSK, how do you convince people? And my answer was not about me bragging. My answer was me being very, very confident. I said, we don't convince people. You didn't come into network marketing to convince people. If you're a child of God, you don't convince people to serve your God, or you don't convince people to accept Christ. You don't convince people to go to your mosque or to go to your church. No, you don't convince people. Your job is not to convince. The best you can do is to persuade. And I'll say that again. The best you can do is to persuade. So the main difference between convince and persuade is that when you are talking about convincing, you are dealing with the person's mind. You can literally move to manipulation and trying to mess up somebody's mind. And that is not what you want to do. People can tell when you're trying to convince them. God forbid I convince you to do anything. If I convince you to join the business, I'll convince you to make sense of it. I'll convince you to grow. I'll convince you to join Zoom. I'll convince you to what I'm wasting energy now. Are you the only human being in the world? I can't do that. It's too much work. Persuading focuses on the person's resulting action. So this is it. You may convince someone of something, but you may not be able to persuade that person to do that thing. So don't go about convincing any human being. No human being is what you're convincing. Who you need to convince is yourself. Who you need to convince is yourself. So while you are closing the sale and asking for the sale, your goal, and take this as an instruction, your goal is to speak correctly about the business. Never lie. God hates a lying tongue. You too should hate a lying tongue. So don't do stuff that will make you hate you. You speak correctly by speaking the truth about. See, the truth is good enough. The truth is good enough. I don't need to lie to you. The business pays so much, and giving you the information is truthful enough. I don't need to add salt and pepper. The business is sweet enough. I don't need to add sugar. I don't need to have a sweet mouth. Your goal is to speak correctly. Your goal is to speak confidently, and your goal is to speak convincingly. As you're listening to me right now, do you think I'm convinced about what I'm saying? Yes. Do you think I'm convinced about the industry? Yes. Do you think I'm convinced about Diva Secrets? Yes. Do you think I'm convinced that Diva can pay your bills? Yes. If I'm speaking to you and I'm saying things like, I don't know, now God hand, all of us do. You see, I'm on not only God. Now, if God, if you see, if I'm pushing responsibility to someone else, when the good book says that you can make your way successful. See, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm saying things like, I'm not sure this business can work, I'm just trying my luck. See, I'm damaging your belief system, and I'm doing a disservice to you. My goal is to speak correctly, present it correctly for you. As in Kadale Katusha, I will tell you everything and you would make sense of it by yourself. Your reasoning will come to play. All I need you to do is to listen to me as I speak correctly, as I speak confidently. Do you think I doubt that this company is going to collapse? Hell no. This is not Ponzi or MMM that's going to shut down like they shut down during Christmas. This company is going to be here for decades. I can tell you for free, and you can take it to the bank. You see, when I'm speaking like this, the person will be like, DSK knows where it's going to. And whether I follow him or not, it's going to go there. So it's in my best interest, like Zenith Bank, to follow him and go there. So your goal is to speak correctly, speak confidently, and speak. I'm not asking you to be proud or to be egotistical or to be braggadocious. No. If you know who you are, you don't need to accept people's opinion of who you're not. I know the business I have. If I give it to you, I'm doing you a favor. Whether you say yes to me or not, others will say yes. Don't say that to people. Keep that to your mind. When people say yes to you, congratulate them. When they say no to you, thank them and work with those that say yes and thank those that say no. You see, I'm speaking from a place of conviction. Like, I will do you more good if you join my team than you will do to me. Because what you will gain from me as a person is literally more than the referral bonus. See, when you become like this, people will see joining you as a privilege. You will stop being beggarly and apologetic. You're not begging people. Stop begging people. You are not a beggar. Stop begging people. You can see I'm getting passionate now. You can see I'm speaking very, very convincingly. You can tell that DSK is a man of conviction. You need to become a person of conviction, a person of confidence, and a person of correctness. A person that speaks correctly, confidently, and convincingly. If you can embrace these 3 C's, speak correctly, speak confidently, and speak convincingly, you will never convince any human being again in your life because you are already convinced. The only person you need to convince is you, and that's enough. Okay, so now that you know the difference between convincing and persuading, let us go back to the definition. Closing skill is the ability to persuade a prospect to accept the offer. I can persuade you by saying things like, this business is good for you. This business, think about it. If you want to sell blankets and you want to sell pure water, or you want to sell bottled water, or you want to sell refrigerator, how many will you need to sell before you become financially free? How many do you need to sell? If you want to be a barber, you want to be barbing people's hair, how many head will you barber before you can break free in life? If you want to do job, you will do job for 30 years. Are you going to come out of your retirement party and enter a Mercedes-Benz store and the government will say, pick any color you like and drive it home? It does not happen. It cannot happen. My mother worked for 40 years. They did not give her a brand new Benz to say, thank you for working so hard. No. See, so I'm letting you reason. If you're a student, some students will say, I'm here to study, not to make money. And I'm telling you, I sold yogurt in Unilag to survive. And I'm telling you, there's a reason why they give people 20 hours visa to work abroad. Do you think they are stupid? Are they not aware that in school you want to school? Why did they give you 20 hours to work? You see, I'm letting you reason. Some people don't think, and I'm assisting you to think. All I'm doing is opening your reasoning faculty, opening your reasoning ability. When you reason what I'm saying, you'll be like, how much are the packages? And I will collect the money. I'm not afraid. See, don't be afraid to collect the money. You're not stealing their money. You are collecting their money and giving them an opportunity of a lifetime. Be confident and convinced about you being a favor to them, to their life, and to their family. Dr. Nonoda showed me this thing. Do you think she did me a favor? She did me a favor, because whether I said yes or not, she will still grow. And whether you said yes or not, I will still grow. Don't get offended. Get convinced about your ability to impact value to people. And if they don't join you, they might not miss heaven. They will not miss heaven. They will not become poor, but there's something they will miss if they don't join you. Carry yourself with such esteem and dignity. Okay? So what is the process of closing? What is the process of closing? Number one, pick their interest, not your own interest, but their own. A lot of people are selfish. And I will tell you that for free, because in this industry, you will meet people. This is my 9 years in this industry. This December Christmas is going to be my 9-year anniversary in this industry. So I've been here for a little while, okay? I've been here for a little while. I've made some millions. I've assisted people to make a couple of millions. So we have broken the million mark. The next mark to break now is the billion mark. And inshallah, with Diva, we're going to get it done. All right? So people are selfish about their referral bonus. Once they collect referral bonus like this, onto jackpot, they are gone. And I'm like, hello, are you a hunter or a farmer? A hunter will kill the lion once, and the lion cannot be useful to him again. He will eat it and the lion is gone. But a farmer will plant one seed and he will water the seed. The farmer is not stupid, though. The farmer is training. Is tilling the ground, is watering the seed, because he knows that there is 1,000,001 seeds that will come from that little tiny seed he's putting in the ground. So pick their interest. What do they want? Is it the product they want? Give it to them. Is it the business they want? Give them the support. Pick their interest. Remind them about the things that are important to them. And how will you remind them? You have discussed it in conversation. When you talk to them, allow them respond. What do you like about what you saw? What do you love about what you watched? What did you like about the presentation? What did you love the most? Let them talk. Record it in your mind. Give it back to them. You said you wanted to earn extra money so that you can set up a retirement fund. And Diva is going to, even if Diva pays you a ridiculous £200 every month, is that going to assist you? Don't worry. I keep saying pounds. Pounds is always in my head. When you've worked in UK for 5 years and cool, and you've earned pounds, you always say pounds instead of dollars. So, tell them stuff like, if Diva pays you, say $200, it's ridiculous, but let's say $200. That's about 200K in Naira now, if I'm not mistaken. Is that going to assist you to put some money in a retirement fund? The person will say, man, it is true. Remind them about the things that are important to them. Remind them that they said that they have a mother that is aged and they don't want to watch the mother die yet. And Diva Stem Cell can literally give the woman 10, 20 more years. Give that word back to them. Don't you think, you doing your package today will give your mom a chance to begin taking the stem cell tomorrow morning? They will like, and it's true. You've picked their interest and you're reminding them. Number two, process of closing. Butter them up with benefits. You see, there's a stage, okay? That's why I had to start with the 4 stages. If you're in stage 1, you might not have a lot of benefits to give them. Honestly speaking, if you are still in stage 1, that's why you need to grow into stage 3 or 4 as quickly as possible. But you need to remind them of all the benefits they get, and they will enjoy working with you and your team. If you have not developed yourself, be honest and tell them the benefit they will get with your team. If you are standing on your 2 legs, tell them the benefit they will get from you. You see, differentiate the benefit they will get from you and from your team. Be honest with them. Tell them, I just started 2 months ago. I'm learning a whole lot, and there's a lot you two will learn with me. People like honesty, and they like people that are vulnerable with the truth. And people don't like those that lie. Don't lie about your income. Don't lie about your abilities. Don't lie. If you can't do it, tell them, my leader can assist us to get this done. I can put you on a 3-week call. My leader will explain to you. If they ask you a question, don't lie. Say, that's a very good question. I'm going to get back to you with the answer maximum 2 hours. They will like, okay, this guy is ready to go all out to get me answers. Be honest with the benefits you can give and the benefits you can afford. Number 3, offer them a deal. Okay, this could be anything. This could be anything. Offer them a deal. It could range from, you know what, if you do your package today, I'm going to give you a free delivery. I do this a whole lot. Or I'm going to give you 50% of your delivery. There's a woman that I promised. She did a package and she surprised me because she did it earlier than I thought. I told her the next 3 registrations coming from your state, I'm going to deliver them free. It's going to cost me about 4,000, but you see, to get her motivated and excited is a deal. And she's telling me she's going to get it done within the next 3 days. It's a win-win. So you could offer them a deal. You could tell them that, you know what, I'm speaking to somebody in Warri, and this person is a leader. If you do your registration today, I can as well choose. It's not compulsory, but I can as well choose to place that person inside your structure just because you took your decision quickly. And the person is like, so what is that going to do for me? Tell them, if you know the work the person is going to do, you'll be grateful to have that free placement that can become a free organization in your structure. See, let people know what they have to benefit. If you're not the person that sponsors people, maybe you know you can never give that kind of offer. So I'm speaking based on my ability, as in I attract people. I understand law of attraction. So people gravitate to me from every part in the world. What if I just give you 2 placements, one from Warri, one from Afghanistan? Would you like it? The person will say, okay. Number 4, once they have made the payment, let them know that they have done the best thing they can ever do. They've done the best thing after sliced bread. Congratulate them on their decision and celebrate them. Call them. I want to thank you profusely. The decision you have done is a very good one, is a very financially smart one, and is a very, very important one for yourself, your family, your children, for your health, and for your wellness. I congratulate you, and I look forward to doing bigger things with you. Let them know that what they have done is a big deal, because it is a big deal. If it was not a big deal, every prospect you are speaking to will have paid. I'll take that again. If you don't let them know they have done a big deal, then you are not being honest. Like speaking to 10 people, 2 of them pay. The other 8, are they deaf and dumb? They heard you, but they did not pay. So this one that paid is a big deal. Congratulate the person. Celebrate the person on the group. Don't delay. The same excitement you felt when you saw the person's alert, use that excitement to celebrate them on the group. I want us to congratulate Mr. James all the way from Borno State. You know, he's made a good decision, and I congratulate you. Let the person be like, it's like a minimum to show you. It's like I've blow. I'm about to blow. I'll be this diva thing. Is it so important? Let the person know that what they have received is gold and not plastic. It's not some MMM rubbish, some Ponzi nonsense that will crash in 2 days. They've received a business of a lifetime, and it's a big deal. That's the process of closing. The number 6 skill out of the 7 skill is the skill of getting people started rightly. Okay, if you are getting any value so far, put this in the comment section on the chat section. Okay, give me some feedback. Give me some feedback. If you are learning anything already, and you are following me, like you are understanding what I'm saying, like you are getting this thing like real time, give me some feedback in the chat box. Let me go to the chat box and the comment section and see those that are giving me some feedback. Okay, all right, okay. Not your seat too from South Africa. Okay, Mr. AY, sir. All right, that's good. Okay, Madam Victoria, that's great. Okay, that's good. So the 6th skill, you see, this 6th skill is the reason why a lot of people don't have duplication in their teams. It's also the same reason why a lot of people will never enjoy duplication. You see, when we are doing our presentation, we say things like, if you follow the minimum or the worst case scenario, if you duplicate on bronze, you earn $32,000 a month. If you duplicate on silver, you earn. You see those things we say, it can never become a reality for anybody that doesn't understand skill number 6. So the same reason why, you see, this thing is not affiliate marketing. There's affiliate marketing that pays you a commission on all the direct sales you make. This one is multi-level marketing. See, duplication is the name of the game. And number 6 is the skill that confirms and endorses duplication in your business. So the skill is called the skill of getting people started rightly. So your prospect has paid. You are happy. Hey, silver package, Tiwole. Congratulations, Oga. What next? Where do we go from here? This is the reason why a lot of people just say, I have 6 people that I've sponsored and they are not duplicating, they're not doing anything. Excuse me, people that are not trained, are they supposed to go to war? And if they mistakenly get to war, are they not going to die in that war? They will die and they will bring their dead body back home. And there's nothing prayer can do to stop that from happening. So the person has paid. You are happy. You are happy. You have bought pins. You have registered. You have seen it in your back office. What next, Oga? What next? Where do you go from here? Where do you go from here? What do you do next? Let me tell you, the beauty of onboarding people correctly. You see, this skill is the skill that will open up duplication and retention for you. If you do it well once, you will never need to repeat it again in your life. You see, when I came on board, anybody that sponsors me into a business, I tell the person, with all the confidence in my spirit, I'm going to ask you a lot of questions. And all the questions I'm asking is for the thousands of people that are going to come into my organization. So answer me clearly, because you're not answering me alone. You're answering hundreds and thousands of people, because they will need that question, and it will be very, very silly and frustrating for all of them to be asking you. Let them ask me so that I will save your life. See what I've just done? I've saved my upline all the stress in the world. Some team members are wonderful. We love them with the love of God, but they could be a pest. Oh my God. They ask the same thing today, they ask tomorrow. I tell my sponsor, anything you ask me, I won't ask you a second time, because I don't even like people asking me things, the same thing twice. I'll be nice and answer you, but inside my mind, I want to squeeze your ear. Like, what is your problem? You did not hear me well the first time? Okay, so this is it. If you do it well once, you onboard people correctly well once, you will never need to onboard them again. If you are onboarding them every day, the first onboarding did not work, or you did not do it well, or you did a shabby job, the chances of success of the new partner is greatly increased, because confused people do not take any action. If a guy is confused about a girl, maybe Mary and Jane, is confused. Is it Mary I marry or Jane? He could not marry anybody. No disrespect, but every young guy today that is not married, is either not ready for marriage, or he does not have money for marriage, or he's confused about who to marry. So he's trying to eliminate one so that the last woman standing will be the person to collect ring. Oga, I'm sorry for you. Okay? Your chances of success for that new partner is going to be greatly increased, because if the person is confused as to what to do, the person will just be in the WhatsApp group. The person will be frustrated with all the plenty WhatsApp messages and update and notification. The person will leave the WhatsApp group. It's a matter of time. Number 3, the beauty of your onboarding correctly, there is a greater chance of retention. If the new partner knows what to do and exactly how to do it, there's a greater chance the person will stay. If you hold somebody's by the hand, where is the person going to? The person is following you. Also, the person is now very aware of the processes to master and the activities to do to get paid. See, if the person does not know how he or she will get paid, the person is going to be shadow boxing. That's the word. It's a word from the Bible. The person is going to be shadow boxing. The person is going to be shooting in the air. No targets, just wasting energy, shooting and hitting nobody. You are just throwing plenty cement on the wall, hoping that one will stick. The person does not know exactly what to do to earn money. And also, if you onboard somebody correctly well, the new partner that has been onboarded has a good chance of moving into stage 2 and stage 3 very quickly. If you don't know what stage 2 or stage 3 mean, go and watch day 1 of this masterclass. I did an excellent job explaining the stages on day 1. All right. So that's the beauty of onboarding somebody correctly. So what is exactly this onboarding process? What is exactly this onboarding process? It varies for different people. What they need to do to onboard me is not the same thing they need to do to onboard you. And it's not the same thing you need to do to onboard anybody and everybody in your team. But there are some basic things you got to do to them and for them and ask them to do. The first one, make sure you dispatch and deliver the person's product immediately. See, if you don't send the person's product, it's a product base, and we are very excited about it. The product is called a miracle in a sachet. If you're new here, you're not registered, you're watching this maybe on replay, and you're like, what is this product that they're talking about? It's diversity stem cell. There are lots of videos on my YouTube channel that has talked about it. Watch the presentations, watch the recordings. You will love the product, and you will make your order immediately. Okay. So once the person makes payment, this don't say. Don't let the person trick you to saying, don't send my product here. That's a trap. See, you are the leader. Don't fall for that trap. A leader is supposed to be wiser, right? Don't fall for that trap. If the product stays in your house, the person does not physically see the value he or she paid for. The person will think Abi is a Ponzi. It's him or her that said, don't send the product here, to tell the person, no, I have to dispatch and deliver it immediately. It has to get to you. You paid for it and you have to get it. Don't let the person trick you to say don't send it here. That's a trick you should never fall for. The delivery times might differ. It could be, I've done delivery that took only 3 hours before. I've done some delivery that took 72 hours. And unfortunately, some took 4 or 5 days. It depends. Just be patient with your sponsor. They will tell you how long it will take. And if it takes extra 1 or 2 days, forgive them. This is Nigeria. Things can happen. God forbid the driver has an accident or last man stop the person, arrest them, arrest the car, arrest the petrol. What are you going to do? Are you going to kill the person? So delivery has to happen immediately. Number 2, educate the person on how to use the product. Somebody asked me, how do I drink it? I said, oh guys, it is not Fanta. You don't drink it. But I realized that the person did not read the instruction. So I had to educate the person. It has to be put underneath the tongue. It doesn't need to go to the stomach. It goes underneath the tongue into the arteries, into the bloodstream. Somebody saying, how do I drink it? Do they drink powder? Educate the person on how to use it and what to expect. Some people will use it and they will start getting thirsty because you need to stay hydrated. Some people will use it and they will probably start sweating because, you know, all of those toxins have to go out. Some people will use it and go to the toilet more frequently because it's better out than in. Some people will use it and their stomach will start doing broop, 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 because it's a different thing you're taking into your body. Your body is not used to that kind of a potent material resource. So when your body gets it, your body has to adjust to greatness. Did you hear that? Your body has to adjust to greatness. Okay. Number 4, you need to give the person the website login. Some people don't even know they have a website. Do you know some companies, you have to pay for the website? You don't pay 1 kobo. You don't pay $1 for the website. It is free. So give the person the website login details and ask the person, check your email. They have sent you your login details. Can you see why you have to use correct email? If you use wrong email, what would the person go and check? You also have to do an introductory call for the person with your leader. Okay? This might not be compulsory for everybody, but see, the more persons they know, like, and trust, the more confidence they will have in you and in your business. See, when people are too familiar with you, there's this familiarity. I see on you when we're in GS1. You that you were wearing short knicker which day? I knew when you did this business. This one you failed. This other one you failed. You now say you want to make it. You're like, I beg or got shift. But you see, when you introduce them to somebody else, somebody they don't know the person's record, success or failure. Okay, they can look up the person on maybe Facebook, Instagram, and see that okay, this person is top notch. But you see, they don't have that familiarity and those preconceived judgments. They know you finish. They know how you used to beg them for 100 naira to eat 10 years ago. You think they forgot it? They cannot forget. Lie. They will have it in the back of their mind, say, let's just see how this one will go. But if you introduce them to your leader, maybe to somebody like myself, because by all parameters, God has made me a successful person. And anybody I talk to, or hold their hand, the person will become a success. Some of us have that gift and ability. God gave it to us. You can introduce them to a Dr. Nono, a certified, medical doctor, trained and excellent at our job. Let the person know that it is beyond you. It is beyond you or your previous failure or your previous success. An introductory call will let them know that they have support everywhere. Don't just dump them in a WhatsApp group and say, let us welcome this person. You don't even put their name. You don't even know whether it's the governor of Taraba State you put in the group or the governor of Kogi State. We don't even know the person. It's just decent to know who the person is so that we can support the person. Another way to onboard properly, enlighten the person about the registration process and the withdrawal process. Somebody say, I registered one person, I did not receive alert. I said, what alert do you want to receive? The person does not know that, you see, they have to initiate a withdrawal process. So because you register somebody, you should just receive alert in your GTB. It doesn't work like that, Oga. Okay? Enlighten the person that we have to purchase pins to do registration, and we will exchange your pins to do withdrawal for you. That is the way we withdraw at the moment. Let the person know. There's no need to hide it. That is how withdrawal is done at the moment. Also, if you want to onboard somebody properly, please and please and please let the person know that he or she is not on an island. The person is not on an island. Encourage the person to join the team webinars, whether it's on Zoom, whether it's on Google Meet. Ask, when are our meeting days? Let them tell you. For those in the World Creation Hub, you already know. Okay, it's on Tuesdays and on Saturdays, and it's always a blast. Like, you can take it to the bank. Encourage them to join the webinar to learn more about the product they are paid for and about the business opportunity that is in their hands. Also, encourage the person to read these two books, GoPro by Eric Worre and Your First Year in Network Marketing. These are the pictures of the two books. These two books, they are a must read. They must read it compulsorily. Whether they've been in the business of network marketing for 10 years or 6 months, there's something these two books will do to them. And I say, if anybody reads these two books and internalizes them, it will change their mindset and trajectory forever. I read GoPro, and that day I made a decision that DSK, you are going pro and you are never looking back. I read Your First Year in Network Marketing, and it taught me how to handle rejection. You cannot tell me no and I will cry. No, now. What did you do? You said no. No means next opportunity. It's let me understand why my family and friends can reject me and I can still succeed. At least read the first 2 chapters of Your First Year in Network Marketing. If you don't have it, I will send it on all the groups tonight, or ask your leader. Your leader must find you the PDF. If you cannot read, if you cannot get the hard copy in the market or in bookshop, at least read the soft copy. It's not a big book. It's not like Bible. It's a small book. In a day or 2 days, you should finish the book. Okay, so encourage the person to read the 2 books, GoPro by Eric Worre and Your First Year in Network Marketing. And finally, there are many things you can do in addition, but these are the basic ones. Finally, prepare the person for their business launch. We don't say this enough. And we have to start teaching people how to launch their business. When somebody opens a restaurant, maybe they will pick a particular day and they will say, friends, family, come around. Don't come. You're not coming to eat free food. They'll bring your money. Come and taste our shawarma. Come and taste our fried rice. Come and taste our edikai cup. Come and taste our banku. Come and taste our meat pie. So that you can know that what we have in this restaurant is for real, man. It's not anyhow food. It's on point. So if you know well to launch your restaurant business, you know well to launch your office, you even call your pastor to come and pray. Why don't you think you should launch your business with Diva? You see? Why don't you think you need to launch your business with Diva? So how do they do business launch? It can be physical. Invite your family and friends. Dress up properly. You can buy snacks if you can afford snacks. I'll talk about the difference between physical meeting and online meeting in the next couple of minutes. If it is online, do a flyer, put your picture, tell them it's Diva, tell them you want them to, there's this business you are excited about, invite 50 people. All of them cannot join. Like at least half of them will join. Let your leader speak to them. Let's congratulate you, celebrate you. We don't do this enough here, and we have to begin to do it from today. Prepare the new person. Say, man, we're going to have to do your business launch. And if you're already in the business, say, man, I want to relaunch my business. I want to either launch it afresh or I want to relaunch my. If you have not launched your business, your aeroplane is still on the ground. It's not in the air. Pilots know that they have to launch an aeroplane into the air. And when it gets into the air, they can tell you to remove your seatbelt and begin to stroll up and down because you are at a motion point already. Like there's no turbulence much again. It's only on the ground that there's struggle. Launch your business and get it off the ground so that your aeroplane will not rot in on the ground. I'll say that again. I'm saying it very, 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 very explicitly. Launch your business so that you can take your business off the ground and into the air so that your aeroplane that is meant for the air will not stay on the ground and rotting on the ground. Okay, so these are the two books. Take the screenshots. Okay, you can go to Google. Anything is on Google right now. You don't need Google Scholar. Ordinary Google is enough. Eric Worre GoPro PDF download, read. Your first year in network marketing PDF download, read, and share with everybody in your team. Okay. So the seventh and the final skill is the skill of promoting events. If you are getting value so far, go to the chat box and type in value. We're wrapping up right now. These 3 days has been amazing. Dr. Isaac says, I'm battling you. Madam Audala says, I'm feeling you. Fire on desk. My children are here with me. Wow. I wish my parents took me to network marketing meetings as a child, as in I will have blow quick. But it's better late than never. All right. If you are getting value, type in the word value. Type in the word value. Type in the word value. If you're not getting value, just hold on. Stay with us. You might need to watch this maybe once, twice to get the real value. But if you are getting it already, type in value. Madam Joy, I see you. Matron, I see you, ma'am. All right. The seventh and the final skill. There is actually an eighth skill, but that one is not in the realms and the levels of this training. That one is going to be a paid training. And yes, if we pay, I will collect the money and I will give you the training. Don't always want things free of charge. Everything is not a wolf. Some you have to pay for. Okay. So the seventh skill to going pro is the skill of promoting events. Okay. The skill of promoting events. They call it promotion skills, but correctly speaking, is the skill of promoting events. And I want you to think about this carefully. Do you know, according to Cesare Pavesi, we do not remember days. We remember moments. If I ask you, what's the best birthday you have ever had? You might not remember the year of the birthday, but you remember how you felt on that day. It's the moment that you remember, not the day. The historians remember the day. Every other human being remember the moment. I remember how I felt when I got my master's degree from Westminster. I cannot even remember the year, except I think for like 5 seconds, because it is long, man. Not that young. But I remember how I felt that day. My mother flew into the country. My brother flew in from Republic of Ireland. People flew in from. I was a celebrity that day. I remember how I felt walking up that stage, shaking the hands of the vice chancellor, and my names was they shouted my name from the speaker. I say, hey, I remember the moment. I remembered how I felt when I got my first visa to travel out of the country. I remember the day I got the visa. I don't remember the day, but how I felt, I remember the moment. That is exactly what events do to us. Events build beliefs. Events build confidence. And events give people vision. Events explain things better. Events open people's mind to see a larger picture of the business. And it is a skill you have to learn. Okay, it's a skill that you have to learn. Okay, so what are the key elements of an event? So what constitutes an event? Okay, as long as there is planning involved. Okay, I will not tell you what I want to say until I've explained the elements of an event. As long as there is planning involved, it's an event. As long as there is a venue, whether it's on Zoom, whether it's on Google Meet, whether it's on Facebook Live, whether it's in Sheraton, Lagos, Sheraton, Abuja, whether it's in Intercontinental Hotel, whether it's in your sitting room, whether it's in a garden, whether it's in a park, as long as there is a venue, it's an event. As long as there is a date holding 24th December 2024, if there is a date, then that makes it an event. If there is a purpose to that event, there is a reason. All of these things are what makes an event an event. There is a guest list, there are invitees, and there is a budget. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know that this training we are doing is an event? I will explain to you. It took me 2 weeks to prepare these slides. I didn't do it overnight. There is a venue. We are using Zoom conference app. You had to download the app on your phone. Some didn't bother downloading it. Some bother to download. Some are watching this on YouTube. Some will say the data is too much. People that say data is too much, I can never understand you. But that's the topic for another day. Okay, this event held on 3 days, a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There is a purpose to teach people the skills to succeed. It's a master class. It is not a normal class. It's a master class. There is a guest list, and the guest list, it was open to every registered member, and even those that are not members yet. There is a budget because I paid for this Zoom. $27 per month is no jokes. Okay? And I had to pay for some templates to use also. So that is an event. As long as it is an established event, then you can maximize it. You can use it. You can take advantage of it. And you can milk that event and get all the juice out of it for your own good and success. All right. So physical events used to be very popular, and it's still very popular. But I say to you with all confidence, since COVID happened, COVID, it is well. Since COVID happened, virtual event has increased. If this event was physical, all of you have to travel to Abuja. Do you know what flight is saying right now? So let me give you 4 reasons why virtual event has increased and why you should get used to doing that. See, COVID changed the world, and is very difficult for the world to go back to how it was. That's the truth. I read one nasty news, say they saw one variant. Oh, yeah, the variant. They are always saying one variant. They should not use variant to deceive, but they should leave us. But the fact is that COVID has changed the world and how we do business. So these are 4 reasons why you have to understand why virtual events are on the rise, and you have to start doing virtual events. Number 1 is convenience. According to Kaltura, 84% of respondents would prefer the option of attending a physical event. Number 2, audience enjoy it. Everybody, every person is in the front row, and you can view the speaker, you can view me, view my slide up close as though you're in VIP section. Madam Aulana says she's enjoying the meeting with her children. You see, they didn't pay gate fee, but yet they're in front seats, they're in front row. This life. Okay. Lower cost for event planner. There's no need to rent a venue. There's no need to book hotel space. You don't need to pay speaker, pay my traveling fee. I don't need to give you food. And I don't need to give you bottled water. So it saves me cost. It saves everybody cost. Then for the audience, the price to attend is less. The only thing you paid is your time that is valuable and your data that is inexpensive. Compare your data compared to flight to come to Abuja to listen to me teach you this thing face to face. So for the audience, the price to attend is less because you don't have to pay flight. You don't have to stay in Sheraton Hotel. You don't have to pay to park your car. I don't have to pay to eat. I'm not feeding you. You're not feeding me. Nobody. I'm only giving you value and content. And there's a research that says that people enjoy virtual events because in physical events, some people that are shy don't want to mix up with people. I don't want anybody in my space or in my face. I don't want to meet anybody. But if you want to succeed in network marketing, you will never say such things. But people like to engage behind a laptop whereby they can ask questions and nobody is seeing their face. So all of these reasons are why virtual events are on the rise. Whether you're in South Africa, do your virtual event. If you're in South Africa and you're doing events, can somebody from Ghana not join your event? Yes, they can join. But if you want to do physical, I'm not going to enter flight and come for a business presentation in South Africa, man. Seriously? No. Flight is not that cheap. But you can do business all around the world. Soaring Eagles, as I speak, is probably in like 9 countries in the world. Beat that. How many countries has Dr. Nono been to in the last 12 months? Maybe 0. Maybe. I'm not aware, but maybe 0. Okay, maybe 0. Okay, so virtual events are cheaper and they are better. If you want to do a physical event, you're ready for the cost, you're ready for traveling, you're ready to pay hotels, you're ready to pay for rent and all of those things. Okay, so these are the reasons why virtual events are good and are on the rise, and you should do them. And that is why you should promote every event as though it's a physical event. Okay, this is the World Creation Hub. As in, the name of our team is the World Creation Hub, and I can tell you for free, the Tuesday and the Saturday event, when you promote them, when you learn how to promote those events, you will master the promotion skills. If you cannot do well with one talent, they will not give you 2 talents. You don't want to be like that silly guy in the Bible that says, the one talent you gave me, I went to hide it in the ground, and you want to succeed. No, now success is far from that kind of a human being. So you want to use the meetings on Zoom, on Google Meet. You want to use those meetings to learn how to promote an event. Promote it as though your success depends on it, because guess what? It does depend on it. And let me tell you something. In an event, the person that invites the most persons, somebody that is supposed to be in this training, is disturbing my phone right now. Can you imagine? You see, I called the person to be on this training. The person is calling my phone, and I'm using this phone to hotspot on my laptop. See? So the person is not even learning anything, and the person is trying to disturb all of us. You see? That's why we should recruit and not just enlist everybody. Select people carefully, people that can follow simple instructions. Okay, so I'm going to close by saying this. If you learn how to start small events, you will graduate into big events. Somebody say, my first event in Diva, I want to shut down a quota. You're not shutting down anywhere. Start with small events. Start with 4, 5, 6, 7. Start with doing a Zoom. Start with telling 4, 5 persons. 2 will not join, 3 will join. Perform and deliver as though it's 1,000 persons. See, on these 3 days, the energy I've put into these 3 days is the same energy I will put if it was 300 participants on each day. I don't need to wait for 1,000 participants to do an excellent job. Do excellent job with 20 people, and it will open doors to 20,000 people. You are not filling up any stadium. You say lie. You will not if you cannot fill up a simple small room. You're not going to fill up a Zoom with 500 people. You cannot fill it up with 5 invites. Some people just join events online and they waka come. You waka come alone. Only you waka come. Only you deserve to hear everything. Only you have data. Only you are the one man standing. Only you represent your entire team. When they are hearing the same things you are hearing, they will be developing the way you are developing. It's better to have 10 persons working in your team than to have only you working in your team, because nobody achieves any rank on his own. I repeat, nobody in network marketing can achieve any rank on their own. You need to develop people. You need to take people on a journey. You need to take people along. You cannot get to the top alone. Forget it only at the top. You will not get there even alone. You need to be able to use events to promote people. Okay, look at it. It's 3 days now. Have you not learned from this event? Whether you put it in the comment section or not, whether you put it in the chat box or not, whether you write a review about how much you have learned or not, I'm confident you have learned a lot. If I didn't promote this event, will you join? If I didn't promote this event, will you attend? If I didn't tell you the importance, somebody say, is it not Zoom? As it's the same thing they are saying. Those people don't understand value. As in, they lack the ability to discern the difference between meetings. No 2 meetings are the same. And such people, they cannot attract anybody sensible into their business. That's the truth, because they don't have value and regard and respect for value in their leaders. So people too will see, and when they join them, people too will not, because see, law of attraction, anything you disdain, you cannot own. Anything you don't respect, you cannot attract it. And anything you don't celebrate, you can never have it. Okay, so use this virtual event, use the Zooms, use the Tuesdays, use the Saturdays, use it to learn all these skills combined together. And I want us to do a little appraisal as we close. Okay, people don't like exam in school. I didn't always like exam, but I used to do so well. whether I read or not, when I pass exam. Do you know why? Because I remember everything the teacher has said, and I pour it down on exam day because I pay attention in class. So I don't need to read to pass exam. Whether I read or not, I pass exams really, really well. So if you have paid attention in the last 3 days, this appraisal should not be difficult for you. So if you are ready for the appraisal, type in ready in the chat box. We're going to be closing this meeting within the next 5 minutes. If you are ready for this appraisal, go to the comment section or the chat box and type in ready. And I might just give a gift to the top 3 persons that do well on this appraisal. Maybe the top person, maybe the top 3 persons. If you're ready, let me see those that are responding. Maybe I can start from there. Okay, all right. Nokia C2 from South Africa. Matron is ready. Madam Dukwa is ready. Mr. Sanusi Anif is ready. Okay. I see all of that. Those are the first 4 to first respond. Let me do a screenshot. Okay, noted. Okay, all right. So this is the appraisal. So the 7 skills, I want you to appraise yourself. There's no point lying to yourself. Okay, so either you do it on your paper and you snap it and send to me. If you don't have my number, let me give you a clue expo on how to get my number. Just go to my YouTube page, subscribe. At the bottom, you will see my phone number, and you will screenshot. You will write all the answers either on a paper and snap it to me, or you would screenshot it and write the answers and send to me. So prospecting skill, if you were to prospect, if you were to appraise your prospecting skills, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, what would you give yourself? Give yourself a score there. If you were to appraise yourself on inviting skills, say how well, I'm not saying your future score, your score in the future. I'm saying now. You need to understand where you are so that you know how many leaps and hoops you have to jump to get to 10. The goal is to get to 10. Progress is perfection, but you are somewhere right now and you want to get to 10. If you want to appraise yourself on your ability to present properly and excellently on a scale of 1 to 10, what will you score yourself? If you want to appraise yourself right now on your ability to follow up without being a nuisance, ability to follow up tactically and smartly, intelligently and brilliantly on a scale of 1 to 10, what will you score yourself? If you want to appraise yourself on your ability to close the sale, to close somebody and collect your money for the package on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you score yourself? If you want to score yourself on your ability to get somebody started excellently well on a scale of 1 to 10, what will you score yourself? If you want to scale yourself on your ability to promote events, to promote a Zoom, promote a meeting, promote a company event, and people will show up because you have let them know the importance, on a scale of 1 to 10, what will you give yourself? So if you are scoring yourself, add all the score, total the score, screenshot it and send it to my WhatsApp. And you have until tomorrow night to do this, because I know some will have to watch this on replay tonight. So if I say deadline 12 midnight tonight, some people might miss it. I'll give it till tomorrow night, because you might need to go watch day 2 and today, day 3, all over again in my YouTube channel, Dr. SEGUN King. Appraise yourself. If your score is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, because I didn't put 0 for a reason. 0 has a way of making people feel funny. 0, Ojura Bata, they draw your eyes, your nose. We don't do 0 here. Nobody's on 0. For the fact that you attended or you watch this recording means you are on at least 1. So even if you score 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 7 over 70, I still celebrate your honesty. And if you go and write 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and you're scoring 70 over 70, I still celebrate you, but be honest about it. When you send me your score, I can send you some particular materials that can help you. If you don't have my number is on my YouTube channel. Subscribe, you will just see my number down there. Chat me up straight up, okay? Or you can ask any of the leaders to give you DSK's phone number. I'm approachable, I'm accessible, I'm available. So once you see your score, you will know how far you are from whatever score you are currently on to the goal of 70. Because progress is perfection. Learning is a continuous progress. Nobody knows it completely. Even the experts are still developing their skills every single day. But at least you want to get yourself to 7, 7, 7, 7, 7 over 10. 7 over 10 in everything, at least. Don't rest till you get to 7. And when you get to 7 over 10, push it up to 8, push it up to 9, push it up to 10. Because once you decide that you want to get to 10, you will get to 10. It's only a matter of time. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing this 3 days masterclass to a close right now. And I want us to stay connected. Okay. If you found any value, like I said, the least you can do is to connect to me. If you found any value, the least you can do is to connect to me, connect to my YouTube channel, subscribe. There's over 40, 45 videos there that is useful to you, your personal development, and to the growth of your business. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, and let us stay connected, okay? And I'm going to unmute right now, and we're going to hear from just one person. From just one person, okay? So, and the person already knows herself. She's a dependable leader. She's a leader that I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Leader that I've had the chance to work with her one-on-one. And I know she's growing in grace, she's growing in skills, and she's helping many to also grow. She knows herself already. I made you co-host, Madam Joy. I made you co-host. I pray you are in a good place where you can talk to us. And I want you to just, on behalf of yourself and your team and everybody connected to you, I want to give you the honors of closing this training, of closing this masterclass. And I want you to share with us, from the depth of your heart, speak to everybody listening now and listening on recording, why they need to grow these skills, why they need to improve, why they need to go pro, what they stand to gain when they have gone pro, and what will happen to their teams when they go pro. Madam Joy, I made you co-host. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Sir, on behalf of my entire team and everybody on the call tonight, we want to appreciate you for these 3 days training. If you are to pay for this training, I know it's worth more than $100, even more. So we appreciate you for the training. So I want to encourage everybody to, first of all, get those 2 books. As you were talking about these books, I have those 2 books here, but this time I will start. I might not be able to finish, or I will get to a middle page or something. I'll have to start all over again. So I want to encourage everyone to get those 2 books. If you cannot lay your hand on the hard copy, try to get the soft copy. I will check through my phone. I think I should be able to have the soft copy, the PDF copy of those 2 books that I can post to our different platforms.
Thank you.
So I want to encourage every one of us to go pro. I've been in network marketing business for a while, but because I'm combining it with my job, it's not really that easy for me to give it my all. But this time around, I've made up my mind. I'm going to force myself to give it all. Because network marketing is a business that can liberate you financially within a very short time, because you have the opportunity to leverage on other people. You are not doing the work alone. Many people have made it in this space within a very short time. I've been into civil servant work for over 17 years.
Jeez.
And really, I was telling somebody that I understood what it means to be in the rat race, because before I joined this civil service work, I've read this Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I know about the rat race issue. Recently, I was discussing with someone. I said, really, this is rat race, because the money government is paying you, they are collecting it back from the other side, from pension that you don't know if you are going to access it, from tax, from different means, housing fund that you cannot even access when you retire. So if I have been building network business for just 2 or 3 years, I know where I would have been by now. So if people can do civil service work or other jobs for 35 years, and at the end of the day, they don't have anything to show for it. Why can't you build your business that will pay you for life, that will liberate you and your generation for life for just 2 or 3 years? And you don't need much to do that. You just need consistency. You just need to show up every day. Let people know you. Not that you will do this one today, tomorrow you are posting another thing, next tomorrow you are posting another thing. People around you will not build trust in you. They will not be able to follow you. But even if you are showing up in this business diva for a month, nobody has registered, you have not brought in anybody, continue. By the time they start flowing in, you'll be surprised, because people are just watching. Let's see, maybe he or she will drop this one again and pick another one. People are watching. Whatever you are doing, if you think people are not seeing you, maybe what you are posting on your WhatsApp status or your Facebook, people are watching you. So let's try to just pick this business. This is a business that will give you good health and also put food on your table. It will also liberate you and your generation from poverty. So let's put in all our efforts. Whatever it entails for us to be successful in this business, let's try and do that. And the way to do that is to start taking action. Get those books and start reading, master those skills, and start using them. So that we can liberate ourselves and our generation. We know the present economy, where we are now. So if you can work for 35 years and at the end of the day you don't really have something tangible to show for it, why can't you do a business that can liberate you financially, that can liberate your generation for just 2 years? That is what I was telling one of my prospects. I said, see now, a prospect, but is now a member. Then see, people have started joining. Initially, he was almost being discouraged. He said, we have been promoting this thing for a while now. I've not gotten anybody. I said, don't worry. Just continue showing up, continue promoting. By the time people start registering, you too, you'll be tired. So I said, continue. So we have to build this business that can liberate us. Let's give it time. Tell yourself, okay, let me be consistent with this diva for the next 2 years, and let me see what will happen. Let me build this business for 5 years, and let me see what will happen. So I want to encourage everyone on this call, take this business very seriously, put in all your efforts, show up every day, take it as your normal, as your normal job. Even if you are doing a government job or any other thing you are doing, take this one also as your normal job, so that by the time this diva is paying you your salary that you collect at the end of the day in one day, nobody will tell you to drop that one and face this one completely. Nobody. So please, I want to encourage everyone to take this diva business seriously. This is an opportunity that we have been waiting for. This is something that will liberate us and our generation from poverty. This is something you can hand over to your unborn generations. So let's take it seriously and let's run with this vision. So I want us to get those books, take action, invite all the skills. Let's perfect all the skills. Let's perfect it. Wherever you know you have not, maybe you have not really perfected it in any of the skills. Let's try. We are all work in progress. We are all learning.
Absolutely.
So let's start to learn those skills. Let's start to implement them. If you need assistance, we are all here to help each other. We are a big team working together for the progress of everybody. So I want to appreciate Dr. Segun King for your time. I want to thank you so much for all what you are doing for this team to grow. And I pray that we'll get there by the grace of God. Every one of us will get that president level. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, man. Yeah. The best thing that can happen to me in this business, and the best thing that can happen to you, is when people start praying for you. Oh my God. You think the best thing is to rank advance? That's a lie. No, that one is as in the lesser is included in the greater. When people start praying for you, say, God bless you. God bless you for showing me diva. God bless you for giving me stem cell. Okay, I'm going to stop this recording now because there's something I want to say and I don't want to capture it in the recording. So for everybody watching this right now, congratulations, you made it to day 3. If you missed day 1, day 2, go back and look for day 1, day 2 and do the best. Give me your feedbacks, your review, your comment to help me to prepare for the next course. If you really want me to prepare a next course and give it to us. So thank you very much. I love you so much. And bye for now.